Okay, hello you and welcome to some kind of Fox content. Welcome back to Spooky Saturday and welcome back to the excavation of Barrow, where I'm at like a standstill right now because I can't get past this Mrs. Ventures. Look, every time I talk to her, she's like, go away, I'll call the guards.
Ah, Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
See, I can't get...
I can assure you the only things getting shot around here are the pheasant. And perhaps the odd grouse. Greetings, my lady. Lord James Panswick.
Aha!
At your disposal.
I knew he was Lord Panswick.
You're Lord Panswick?
As I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
I was imagining someone...
Much older and far less handsome?
something like that.
See? I can read your mind, my dear. Now, may I ask, what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh? For what purpose?
I intend to excavate Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation? How very delightful. We're in the middle of our own works right this minute. Follow me, Miss Bateman. Come along. I promise I don't bite. For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion. And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, even the villagers forgot him. His influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors. Believe it or not, my family's fortunes have dwindled ever since. Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work to restore this place of worship. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us. Bewlay is a godless place.
Have you forgotten about St. Edmund's? Father Roach might disagree.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once again. A new world.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
From out of the old world shall come the new. A greater truth. But I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your lordship.
This fair lady here is in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Barrow tomorrow?
Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man. You're in luck, my dear. These are my finest, and they're all yours.
Thank you. I am grateful.
On one condition.
Yes?
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plancy's Bakewell puddings. I'd rather like to try them for myself.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes?
Yes.
But...
Farewell, my beauty.
Wait!
I have so many questions right now, I'm angry. First of all, how was I to know that I had to talk to Lady Pissapants 3 times? Why did you all of a sudden spring that on me? I was prepared to be like, I don't know what to do, and then we looked around forever and made no progress, and all of a sudden you just spring progress on me? 2, I called it. I called that was Lord Panswick. The Wick of the West, whatever we want to call him. I knew it. 3rd, what kind of god are we worshipping in this place? Because that sounded very sinister. 4, what's up with those freaking puddings for them to be so good? I'm so confuzzled right now. Everything's going on. Hello there, Horace.
Is his lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous!
He treats you all right if you do what he asks.
Yeah, but he's also somewhat of a creep, it seems.
Please let us get on with our. If you.
Oh, frick your toil. You shall have your toil, and I shall have my spoil. Can't talk to you again, and you're still mad at me?
Good day.
Oh, another strumpet looking to find her way into his lordship's bedchambers, I see.
No, that's not...
Nothing of
Exactly,
the sort.
I'm nothing of the sorts.
I've seen plenty of your sort before.
Maybe that's why she's angry. I'm gonna leave. Hello there. So I need to go get the cakes from the lady. Maybe I can have a taste too. They must be very good. I need your cakes, Mrs. Duplancy.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. Duplancy. Do you still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. Duplancy?
Oh, you're too late, pet. I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently.
Oh no.
Me thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count. He were the cobbler here in Bewlay, the most dashing cobbler in all of England, I used to tell him. Love is precious, pet. There's naught that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you. With God's blessing, I'll get by.
And with your puddings, I shall get by.
May I ask who you have set aside the puddings for?
Oh, Father Roach. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Won't they be off by then?
Not at all. Besides, pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for all this baking chatter.
Sorry, Mrs. Duplancy. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Okay,
It's not mine.
Oh, for piss sake. Okay, so... What do I do now? Find workmen from... I did. Bring baked... Well, I can't. Convince Mrs. Duplancy to bake puddings. Okay. She... Whoops. I clicked out the game. There we go. She talked about... No, not down there. Can I interest you in pies instead?
I really don't want a mutton pie.
Okay, well... She talked about her husband recently being deceased, and we have indeed walked past... Ah, the crow was there. That's a bad omen. Also, this guy is here. Oh, he's the grave digger. Headstone. Because there is this fresh grave. I have... Do we do it now?
I may be a Barrow dig.
Nope. Okay.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
Okay. But this is Albert's, right? Because it's
simple
recent.
wooden cross bears a small plaque.
Yeah, Albert
on which
Duplancy.
is inscribed the name Albert Duplancy.
Relative, are you?
No, just looking.
He were the cobbler. Who's going to mend me boots now?
Okay.
Hello. Does this fresh grave belong to Mrs. Duplancy's late husband?
Aye.
Rather bare, isn't it?
My job is to dig the graves, not decorate them.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Okay. So what do I do about that? I saw the grave of your husband.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. Duplancy. I saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. Duplancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, pet. I'm ashamed to say I couldn't afford naught more than a simple wooden cross. He were a colourful man, our Albert. He deserves better. He loved his flower beds. He's only been gone a fortnight, and already his plants have gone to rot. May the Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
His precious hippiastrum were the first to go. I would have loved to lay one on his grave.
Oh, now I gotta go look for more flowers. I think I know where they are, because in the last one we could interact with some flowers somewhere. I think that might be it, so this ain't gonna be like a long search. But once again, I find myself looking for flowers.
What does a hippiastrum flower look like?
Should be red.
Oh, beautiful things they are. Tall stems topped
Yep,
with
lots of red flowers. I know exactly where they are.
Hard to grow in this climate. They were his pride and joy. The remarkable thing is there's no scent to 'em. That's why he loved 'em so much. You see, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet. Hippiastrum were just perfect. Let me know if you come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
I
Thanks,
know
Lord.
exactly where to go. We are headed back to the manor. Because there was a big red flower that I could interact with there. So split me timbers if that ain't the one we're looking for. Yeah, there you go. Can I just take it?
These matched the description of the flowers Mrs. Duplancy mentioned. There's no scent.
You get away from my hippiastrum!
Ah, apologies.
Move!
Well, that confirms it.
Okay, so I got the right flower, but now I need to deal with her.
Those flowers. May I please take one?
Are you deaf and daft? Bugger off!
Is this one of those where I just have to keep click her?
A bullying old harridan. There's no point trying to speak.
Do I stab her? In the
I
neck?
shan't lower myself to such...
Okay.
I could just pick... I'll have to find a way to distract Miss Fenchurch. She's...
Okay, can you help?
Good day.
Hello.
I really need one of those hippiastrum flowers.
Why?
It's a long story.
For
Might you
pudding.
please be able to get one for me? Or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after them.
Yeah, see, that's the problem.
Sorry, Mom. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
The milkman?
Aye. We were to run away together today.
I see.
I'm worried sick that he stood me up. Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have.
Maybe something happened to him.
I can't risk losing it over a flower.
Okay, so now we found the flower. Now we need to find Mr. Ambrose. What is up with like flowers and people going missing around here?
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Okay,
I'm
so
sure-
blah, 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 blah.
I can...
Yeah. You say a lot of things. Okay, so another manhunt is on the go. I guess we'll go back to Stanley and start there. The village square seems to be the place to go, and then start off from there, and then, you know, talk to everyone. Hi, have you seen
Good
Mr.
day.
Ambrose?
Hey up.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
He's here every market day.
Except this one.
Aye.
Quite peculiar, if you ask me.
Any idea where he might be?
Not in the slightest.
Thanks for your time.
Is it that guy?
Speak to you later.
Is this? No, okay.
Time for a juicy
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Aye, I do. Why'd you ask?
Isn't he normally here at the market?
Aye, he's normally 2 pies in by now. Don't know where he is. I'm sure someone around here must know where he is.
I'm gonna talk to
Goodbye.
everyone.
Let me know if you get hungry now, lass.
Is this gonna be one of those where I need the pie to get Mr. Ambrose, and I need Mr. Ambrose to get the flour, and I need the flour to get the pudding, and I need the pudding to get the men? Huh. Hello, have you seen the milkman?
Good day.
Care to buy some apples?
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Eddie? Aye.
Have you seen him today?
No. Well, maybe his milk's gone off. I hope so. Might mean some of his customers have some spare coin for me veggies. Ah!
Goodbye.
You know where I am.
Mutton pies!
But it's not the milk being off that's the problem. It's the guy being off that's the problem. Now, if we are to believe folklore of old, the milkman is probably having sex with someone's wife. Isn't that usually what the lore about milkmen is? Ah, the card is gone. And Kenneth the Second is gone too! Oh no, I hope he's okay. Hello, are you Mr. No, you're Ralph.
Good day.
Hello there.
Ralph, do you know the milkman?
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
I do, yes.
Have you any idea where he might be?
He is usually here by now.
So I heard.
He normally arrives via the road to the east of Bewlay.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
So we go to the east and then things happen. Maybe we can ask the horse. Maybe the horse knows something. Do you know where he is?
Hey, Thistlecrack. Whoa, she's a feisty one.
I mean, we did give her a new haircut without her consenting, so I don't blame her for being feisty. Also, I will get you, Herbert. You are not safe as long as I am in town. I know your demonic ways. Talk to him.
Hello
Don't
again,
just
Mr.
stand on
Shoulder.
top of him.
Miss Behrman.
I'm looking for the milkman. Help.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Aye, I know the man.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
No, lass. Why?
No matter. Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Behrman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Oh yeah, right. We gotta dig up the ground. For a game that is called The Excavation of Barrow, there's been extravagantly little of excavation of said barrow.
I can't think of anything else to talk.
No, why would he know about it? Oh, he's an outsider. He doesn't know the milkman. Stanley, I'm looking for the milkman. Help.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Aye, a good man.
Have you seen him today?
Come to think of it, no.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Okay, guess we're heading east. I've spoken to everyone in the town center. I haven't spoken to Duplancy and Brighton, but I don't think they will know anything. Ah, something is happening. There we go.
There we are. Your shells are looking much more interesting now. I pestered Mother for years to let me bring some of your treasures here. I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path. She has hidden most of your discoveries away. I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know. I shouldn't worry you with all that.
It's almost
Do you
like
know
the
that I have a
mother
story
knows
for each of
something.
these pots? Well, I don't know if they're all true, but they are my memories. Even though I was so young, I still remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them? Well, I'm going to, whether you like it or not.
Okay. What about this one? This one right here.
We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury. I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it up to your face to look inside and shrieking in horror. "There's a bloody rat in there," you screamed. Mother was so angry when you brought this one home, wasn't she? "William, that simply will not do. It's taking up all the space on the mantelpiece." Once you moved it to your study, I remember creeping in to take a peek at it. This is from the first dig I remember you taking me on. The excavation of West Kennet Long Barrow. I found it wedged behind a stone as you ate your sandwich. You said, "Now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl." You were incredibly excited about this one. I hadn't gone on an expedition with you yet. You were so happy about it, showing it to Mother and I. You didn't stop talking about it for hours. I thought, how can Daddy be so excited over some old broken pottery? But it wasn't long until I understood. I think you brought this one back from a trip abroad. I would have loved to go with you, but Mother didn't want me to. I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient. I almost forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the shed, I found one of your manuscripts. I thought Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she missed one. It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away. Daddy, it was fascinating. I've decided that is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is. When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together again, just like we used to.
That'd be sweet.
I promise you'll get better, Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so.
Oh, that was nice. I should have called him Harry, because he seems to be into pottery. That was good. God, I'm so funny sometimes.
There's something ahead on the road.
You see, that guy down there, he's been moving constantly. And I was like, hey, is that the guy that someone's looking for? And it turns out it is. What in the shit? Cartographer, Traveler of the Moors, achievement unlocked. Oh, hi, hello. Are you the milkman by any chance?
I'm going to help you.
Oh, look at the right corner. I freaking knew it. It's the cat. Look at it! Look at the demon nest that it brought upon the land! Kill it! I knew it all along. I called it. I said it's the cat. Don't trust the cats.
The milk is not salvageable.
Piss. We're gonna leave then. No. Well, I'm either gonna cut you loose or end your misery.
Please hold still. I'm going to cut you free. He had been so tightly bound that I could barely cut through without hurting him further. His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent. I was dismayed at such savagery and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this abhorrent act.
No. No. And the game is even alluding to the perpetrator here. Notice this phrase right here. Were responsible for this abhorrent act. Now, if you rearrange the letters in act, you get the word cat. Or tag. But cat. I called it all along. I have always said, and I will always say, don't trust the cats. I knew it.
After
I'm
some
on to you.
considerable effort, I managed to cut him free. Are you all right?
Who were lost in visions of hell itself.
Ah.
The devil. I saw the devil.
Yeah, he was right there licking the milk.
I don't remember. Oh, the terrible sights I saw. I won't forget them till my last breath.
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes, Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tompkins today.
My love. Oh, my darling love.
Let me take you to her. Here, take my hand. As we made the arduous trek to Panswick Manor, I probed Mr. Ambrose on who had done this to him. He insisted that he didn't remember anything, except for his nightmarish visions.
And which creature popped up in our nightmarish visions the first time we had a nightmare in Bewlay? 'Twas the cat! God, I'm smart.
My love.
Eddie! Jesus, what happened to you? Were you in a fight?
Now, fret not, my love.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Never. Thank your friend here for helping me out of a bind.
Oh, Eddie!
Let's get out of here, my darling.
Hang on.
You thieving bint! I'll have your guts for garters!
Oh, stick it where the sun don't shine, you bitter old sow!
Huh.
The cheek!
Here you are, Mum.
Thank you, Miss Tompkins.
No, thank you for finding my poor Eddie.
Aye, thank you, lass.
Let's go, Eddie. I'm I'm never setting foot on this godforsaken estate again.
Good luck, you two.
Ah, that was nice. Elopers may they find happiness together. Achievement unlocked. And now we can go get the pudding. Do I give the flowers to her or do I place them on the grave? What if we... No, not down there. I always click there by mistake. What if we place the flowers on the grave just ourselves? As like a gesture of kindness. Plop, plop.
Perhaps Mrs. DePlant's...
Okay, sorry. Jeez. I got the flowers.
I have something for you.
You found them? Oh, you dear child. Let's take them straight to Albert. You'll come with me, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. DePlancy.
You know, the things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me. The click of his jaw as he chewed his sandwiches, leaving his tools all around the house. The way he'd never back down from an argument. He's just quiet at home now. Silence. The funny thing is, that's what he always craved. Peace and quiet. He were a good man, our Albert.
Sounds like he was. I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
But I do... No. But I do fear the pet of death. Just a cat. It's the part in between that concerns me most. And it's actually... It's a bit funny what she's saying here about the... oh, these things used to annoy me, and now that he isn't here anymore, now I see it differently. That is something I hear a lot from people in real life, is that they, too, all of a sudden they see all of those like little grievances and annoyances in a completely different light. Life is a funny thing, isn't it?
It's the part in between that concerns me most.
Whatever do you mean?
My father had an accident many years ago. Ever since, he's been in a state where he can neither speak nor move.
Oh, that does sound dreadful. I'm sorry, pet.
I believe his mind to still be active, but perhaps this is the worst of all fates. To be trapped in one's own body and unable to express oneself while the world continues around you. That is what I fear.
Maybe he'll get better one day.
I'd do anything to make it so. Those flowers look beautiful.
They do. Albert will be smiling down on us. Pet, I left me basket inside the church. You'll find some Bakewell puddings in there. You can have them.
Oh,
I insist. You've brought an ounce of happiness into my day, dear. It's only just that I return some.
Thank you, Mrs. DePlancy.
To be truthful with you, I was saving them for myself. I shouldn't be so selfish. Lord forgive me.
You're nothing of the sort.
I'll stay here with Albert a bit longer. You go back to your day, Pet. Lord be with you.
And you, Mrs. DePlancy.
Oh, that was a wholesome little moment. Be well, Mrs. DePlancy, and stay away from the cats.
Here they are.
Can I have a little nibble myself? Just a little taste, just a little bite, just a little, you know? No, not with Alter, with me. Ah, fine. Why would I want... No, I didn't... Ah!
They are still locked.
I just wanted to taste the famous pudding. At least now we can go and get some help, and then we can hopefully finally start digging in that godforsaken barrow. Hello there, sir. Sorry about the flowers. Here's some pudding.
The vision returns.
I come bearing gifts.
Freshly baked gifts?
Yes. 3 of Mrs. de Plancy's famous Bakewell puddings.
You are an amusing creature, Thomasina.
What do you mean?
You must think me a scoundrel of the highest order for asking you to undertake such folly.
Nah, I do think you're a
Of course,
creep,
I would
however.
my men either way. I merely desired an excuse to share a cake with you.
You're not making it
Lord
better, sir.
Panswick.
I take no pleasure in watching you scurry about Bewlay to fulfill my every whim. Or do I?
I do not find this amusing in the slightest. You have no idea what I had to go through to get these for you.
Oh, I do. And that's what I admire about you. Tenacity. Even in the face of something you know to be absurd. You don't give up, do you?
Never. Though in this case, I ought to have.
Now then, will you share one of these tempting confections with me?
Actually, no. No, thank you. You know what? Now's not... well, he is lending me labor, but... No, now's not the time!
Now is not the time, Lord Panswick.
You disappoint me. It would seem you don't find the rain quite as romantic as I do. Perhaps tomorrow, after your triumphant excavation of Hobbs Barrow.
Perhaps.
I hope staleness doesn't descend upon them in the meantime. Still, my word is my bond. Come with me to the chapel. I shall inform the chaps of their duties.
Thank you.
Ugh, he creeps me out.
Chaps, listen up. You're to assist Miss Bateman's excavation tomorrow. What time, Miss Bateman?
Early morning, if you don't mind.
We'll be there whenever you need us, miss.
Hobbs Barrow. On the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools with you. Miss Bateman will need every assistance we can provide her with.
It's no bother.
Splendid.
Thank you, lads.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later, my dear.
Thank you, Lord Panswick.
We're finishing up here, miss. See you tomorrow morning, all right?
Certainly. I appreciate your help.
'Tis greatly appreciated. It's getting dark.
Well, that's a relief to have my crew assembled for tomorrow. It's getting dark and cold. Time to head back to the plough and furrow.
Oh, please tell me we can get there without any trouble. An owl?
I don't wish to disturb the owl.
Why not?
I find owls to be rather sweet creatures.
Yeah. Unlike cats.
I'd rather not walk in.
Okay, I just figured... Oh god, no. Actually, let's get back. I don't trust anything that's going on around here. Back to the inn we go. Everything is fine. We're fine. There's still a light up there, but nobody's home. That's weird. Let me just check one thing.
It's late.
Damn it! I wanted to see if the cat was up to some scurvy shit. Now it was dark and cold and rainy and foggy and everything's going haywire here. Oh, we gotta listen to the musician now. Right?
Evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley.
Stop, for
Your
pissing sake!
Stanley, my good man.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, your lordship?
I've come to wish Miss Bateman good fortune for her grand excavation tomorrow. I'm really rather curious as to what she might turn up.
As am I, your lordship.
An exciting time for Bewlay. Wouldn't you agree, Stanley?
Oh, yes, your lordship. Very, very exciting.
My dear, please, allow me the pleasure of buying you a drink. A welcome antidote to the wind's bite. Wouldn't you say, Stanley?
Yes, indeed, your lordship.
You can pay off my tab, because that's a big one. No, thank you, Lord Panswick. I should keep a clear head for tomorrow.
No thanks.
Miss Bateman, you're no fun.
I should keep a clear head for tomorrow.
Good thinking. In that case, I shall bid thee the fondest of farewells. May you conquer Hobbs Barrow and find all that you desire.
Thank you, your lordship.
I've reminded my chaps they're to meet you at Hobbs Barrow in the morning.
Thank you again, Lord Panswick.
Till we meet again, faites des beaux rêves. Mr. Shoulder.
Your lordship?
See, there's something going on here. I don't trust Lord Panswick. I don't like him.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Behrman.
I've recruited the help of some local labourers to help with the excavation.
Marvellous. When do we start?
Tomorrow morning, first thing.
Wonderful.
Can I count on your assistance?
Of course. I'll meet you here at the Plough and Furrow.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
I'll leave those two to their...
Okay. Weren't you gonna be playing something, Mr. Musician? Oh, it's the lady with the card. Hi, Cyril. Are you still angry at me?
You're still here? Leave me be, lass.
Okay.
Summer. Seen her.
Arthur?
I've remembered something.
What is it, Arthur?
Not here. Meet me outside, in the alley.
Ah.
He's stinking drunk, but let's hear what he has to say.
Ah.
I don't need to use...
I'll be back, Stanley and Musician. I just gotta go talk to the drunk guy in the alley. That seems reasonable. And then we can check up on that darn cat. Ah, he's gone!
First of all, I must apologize to you. That night we met, when I vanished.
Yes?
Well, there were a man in the loo.
No, but there were a cat in there.
A hooded man. He threatened me with a beating if I told you anything about what I saw.
Oh, Arthur, that's terrible. What did you see?
That's the thing. I hadn't the foggiest idea what he were on about. It was a drink, you see. I'm an embarrassment, Thomasina.
No, you're not, Arthur.
Here's what I need to tell you. I've remembered what you were on about.
Oh?
Standing in the woods today, I knew there was something. I waited, I concentrated, and it finally came back to me.
Please, you're keeping me in some serious suspense here.
All right. It were a couple of days before I met you.
Hurry now, Leonard.
I'm not as quick as I used to be. This leg is getting worse by the day.
Yes. I'm constantly made aware of your failing health. Do not fear. You said he has promised you the reward of your returned strength.
Aye, and it can't come soon enough.
Are you sure that it must be her blood?
Aye, she's family.
And she gets here in 2 days?
Aye.
We must bring her to the site as soon as she arrives.
No. Your lordship, with all due respect, we've been through this. We need to ease her into the idea. She would laugh in our faces if we just asked for it.
Who said we would ask?
He told me that she needs to give it willingly.
This little scheme of yours better work, Leonard.
It will, your lordship. We've got the perfect bit.
Wait. Who goes there? Did you hear something?
Excuse me, the what when howin? Oh, hey. Hello.
After something, are you, Mr. Tillett?
Your lordship, let me...
Save your words, you drunken wretch. Off you go, skedaddle. Don't make me ask twice. I do wish you wouldn't spend so much time with that fool. It's beneath a woman of your standard. It's sad, really. That dog urine they serve here has rather pickled the man's brain.
You're being most unfair to him. Mr. Tillett is a nice man.
Come now. I shall bid thee adieu once more, but I do not wish for this to come between us. All the very best wishes for your excavation tomorrow, my dear.
Thanks.
Well, now I'm not sure I want to go dig in the soil here. Albeit I have a scheme to unearth. Oh, the guy's finally playing. That's good.
See that the prophecy has come into life.